The next 2 decades are going to be very highly turbulent, and our children will be the adults then. They will have to handle these emergent situations, and we have to give them the life skills which will help them emerge successful in these challenges. And in this video, I will share some very easy to do routine things which will help your children grow into well-adjusted and intelligent adults. This will ensure that they are able to cope with all that life is going to throw at them. You see, the children are an expression of the 5th house of your chart. The 5th house is the creative genius and the confidence of the personality. As you pay attention to your children, your 5th house remains active and auspicious for you. You see, every generation has its own skill sets, its own challenges and its own shortcomings. Our generation has lived through the mobile revolution. We started off with the basic landlines and gradually adapted to a life 24/7 on the internet. I hope you all appreciate your own skills in making this huge transition. Today, our children have access to various sources of information and are very smart. But parents must channelize these unique abilities of this young generation, otherwise they will gradually become unmanageable. You see, there are 2 phases in a child's life where certain interventions can help them grow on a very different level. The first is from the birth to the 7 years of age, and the second is from the age of 7 to 14 years. Till the age of 7 years, the child is 100% open to influences which shape his body, mind and intellect. This is the time that the parents must give their children love, attention and most importantly sanskar. The child has to be molded in the best possible shape, and these 7 years are critical. This is the first cycle of the child's chakra development. So do not miss this time frame. Talk to your child, play games, take them to the park, teach them how to ride a cycle, interact with them. Ensure that they resonate with your energy. Thus they will remain connected with you, bond with you as a lifetime foundation. And there are 3 things which you must be alert about in this time frame. First is, avoid showing them screens of any sort till they are at least 7 years old. If you do so, they might spoil their physical eyes and their minds will be programmed with garbage. Children this small pick up more cues from the aura than from physical objects. Screens have no aura but have images and sound, and this confuses the child on a very existential level. Seeing screens at a very young age is the main reason why children become unemotional strangers as they grow up. And the other important thing is to cook for them. And as you cook in the kitchen, let your child be there with you. Home cooked meals are necessary till the child is at least 7 years old. Resist the impulse to order pizza, noodles and pre-cooked food on Zomato and Swiggy. Food has energy and you do not want your child absorbing the energy of random strangers and overworked commercial cooks. If you want them to absorb your energy, you must cook for them. And the third thing is to make sure that your child sleeps with you on the same bed. This is necessary as the child is susceptible to astral attacks in his or her dream state. The energy of the parent sleeping next to him or her is a protective cocoon and provides a very deep level of security. Then from the age of 7 to 14 years, the children are still amenable to guidance. If your child is in this age group, that is in the second cycle of chakra development, then here are some things which will help you guide him or her in the proper direction. First is, in this time frame, they may be required to be online for school projects, so exposure to the internet cannot be avoided. So apart from the schoolwork, you can allow your child to use the internet for learning Sanskrit. YouTube has several channels which have cartoon type stories for learning Sanskrit. Teach your child Dev Bhasha Sanskritam and give them this lifetime asset. Learning Sanskrit at this age gives the mind a logical framework which greatly increases the intellectual capacity and provides for emotional stability in the future. The second tip for this age is to teach your child coding. Coding is the application of math and logic, and it is equivalent to learning a new language. The patterns, the combinations and the sequences of codes help the mind expand on a very different level. I strongly recommend that every child learns coding. There are several online sites which teach for free to begin with, and let them start with the basic HTML and CSS and move onwards to Python, Ruby, Java, etc. And the third tip for this age is to get your child interested in music. Every child must be a student of the Gandharva Vidya. Buy a proper musical instrument for your child and let your child experiment with playing music. In my personal opinion, the flute or the Vamshika as it is called in Dev Bhasha Sanskritam should be a compulsory instrument for everyone. Everyone should know how to play the flute. And for learning how to sing, the easiest thing is to sing film songs or songs in your mother tongue. When we were children, playing song Antakshari was a favorite game. And then there is the fourth activity which is suitable for children who are around 12 plus years. In this age, they are able to grasp the concept of money. Buy some economics and finance related newspapers or magazines for them to read. And after some time, if you feel confident, you can invest small amounts of money in the stocks which your child chooses. This activity will lay down the beginning of financial sense in the child. And in all this, do encourage your child to do simple daily pujas. This can be as simple as regularly lighting a deepak. It is a lamp before the household deities. And this will be the energy routine which will power all their other activities on the energy level. And as your child turns 15 years old, the third cycle of chakra development will begin. The personality will start solidifying. The intelligence will start making its presence felt. After this age, if you want your child to change in some way, you will have to convince them to change. They will accept your words only if they are convinced, otherwise they will not. Our children are our most precious contribution to the society and to the nation. And as parents, we are required to care, nourish and nurture our children and shape them into their adult forms. A few days ago, I met with a few other parents outside my son's school. As we were waiting for our kids, we got talking. All the parents were complaining about their children. A short summary, the children don't want to play physical games as they get tired very fast. They prefer online games. The kids are emotionally sensitive, that is, they cannot handle criticism. And they throw tantrums. They do not feel the need to listen to their elders. All of them think that their parents are obsolete. They do not have the grasp on the core concepts. They get distracted very easily. So the general theme was that most children are not very fit on the emotional, mental and physical levels and do not have the basic skill sets required for a regular life outside of the screens. So let us try to give them that real energy foundation which will help them develop real skills, develop emotional maturity and intellectual expansion. So please make them skilled enough and intelligent and smart enough and adaptable and practical enough so that they are able to stand up to the challenges which are going to come in their lives. Energy concepts from Hinduism, from Sanatan Dharma, are not merely theoretical. Shastra have to be understood and applied mindfully in life so that we can live our life to the fullest. These are all timeless techniques which help us realize our potential to the fullest. Thank you for watching. Namaste.